Make that back-to-back wideouts as we turn to the 20s. The Los Angeles Chargers selecting Quentin Johnston 21st overall. The TCU product bringing with him a sizable frame at 6'3", 213. A vertical threat joining a Justin Herbert-led franchise that again fell short of their mark in 2022. In with reaction as the wideouts start to go, let's get a grade with Pete Prisco. Pete, as you take a look at the match here between franchise and talent, another big-bodied wide receiver heading to the Chargers. How do you like to fit there in that offense that always promises to be high-powered?
Yeah, if you look at their MO, they like the bigger receivers, and you have a guy with a cannon in Justin Herbert. It makes sense to get him help, particularly with Keenan Allen getting up in the years. My problem is I don't love Quentin Johnston like a lot of other people do. I mean, he looks the part. He's tall. He can run a little bit, although he didn't time as well as people expected. And I don't think he plays as fast even as his time would say. So there's concerns. He's also had some drops. I think I would have gone in a different direction. There were guys on the board that I think I would have taken in this spot, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison. So I give it a C.
All right, it's a C, a passing grade, but maybe some time here after homeroom for the Chargers for them to get Pete here higher than a C. But it's a match. It's a big-bodied receiver, how Pete talked about heading to the Chargers with their big armed quarterback. Inconsistencies on tape is something that we heard time and again here about Johnson. What did you make of the tape that you sort of inhaled here over the last few months?
I like Johnson a lot, B-Mac. He did have the occasional focus drop, but he won at all three levels as someone who's 6'3", at about 215, ran in the 4.5s, but you and I were talking, he played much faster than that. And it wasn't like he was playing with Justin Herbert in college. Now he's going to go play with Justin Herbert, who's going to get him the ball in space, get him the ball on time, and let him do the rest. He can run through arm tackles. He's a huge yards after catch machine. Yes, they have Mike Williams, but let me ask you this. How many quarterbacks get upset that they have too many tall wide receivers?
Not too many. Most quarterbacks, they want that problem in regards to catch radius with some of these bigger targets. My concern with Quentin is that he was just a one-trick pony in regards to the routes. Everything was deep. You didn't really see a lot of intermediate routes really showing his route running ability to be able to create separation when you talk about running other things in the route tree outside of deep routes. The post and the goals were his go-to. Now, when you factor in playing on Sundays, playing against the secondary guys that he will be playing against, you can't just run deep and expect to be productive. You got to be able to improve your repertoire in regards to route running to be able to be the player they believe you will be. But I'm okay because this was a huge need. Remember, Mike Williams missed time last year. Keenan Allen missed time last year. Poor Justin Herbert didn't have anybody to really throw to because they were lacking depth at the wide receiver position. They added depth in regards to drafting Johnston. Hopefully he can improve in regards to his route running outside of just running posts and goes.
Posts and goes might work if you got the big arm throwing it out in front of you there in Justin Herbert, but they will need to be a little bit more nuanced and a little bit more reliable in terms of being out there on the field, but some depth here for the Chargers at the wide receiver position. I mean, look at this offense. You got a running back who runs it well, but is also a wide receiver. Keenan Allen getting a little long in the tooth, but still productive while he's out there. Mike Williams, that new deal kicking in this year at 28 years old, another big body that Johnston can perhaps develop his route tree off of.